Hey there, let's talk about something we all feel from time to time, that sense that we're not really getting anywhere. We're going to dive into some of the hidden signs of personal progress, those subtle little shifts that prove you're absolutely moving forward, even when it really doesn't feel like it. You know that feeling, right? You look around and it seems like everyone else is just crushing it. They're moving ahead in this great race of life, and you feel like you're stuck at the starting line. It's such a common feeling, but I'm here to tell you, it's almost always a complete illusion. Because here's the secret, the most meaningful, life-changing progress, it's usually silent. It's invisible. So together, we're going to pull back the curtain and help you see your journey in a whole new light. And by the end of this, I think you'll be surprised to see just how far you've actually come. First, let's talk about what I call the progress paradox. It's this idea that the most important growth isn't loud or flashy. It's not the new job or the big announcement. Nope, it's the quiet, internal work that really moves the needle. You see, all progress, and I mean all of it, starts right up here, in your head. So these first few signs are all about winning that inner game. They're about those crucial mindset shifts that pave the way for everything else. All right, sign number one, and this one is a massive win. You've stopped obsessively comparing your life to other people's. The moment you start caring less about what everyone else is up to, well, that's when you know you're really on the right track. It's so easy to get caught up in what we see online, right? Everyone's highlight reel, these perfectly edited vacations, and shiny new cars. It's the fastest way to feel like you're falling behind. But when you shift your focus to your own real path, you start living for actual progress, not for applause. And that brings this sense of inner peace that is honestly a true sign of maturity. And that leads us right into sign number two. You've let go of the need to be perfect. Ah, what a relief. Realizing that perfection is just an illusion saves you so much energy. Instead of chasing this impossible standard, you're focused on learning, on improving, on experimenting. You finally embraced being a work in progress. Because let's be real, progress is messy. It is absolutely filled with detours and doubts and, yeah, a whole lot of failures. But that's the point. Those things are proof that you're actually doing the work. You're in the arena, not sitting on the sidelines. Embracing this beautiful imperfection puts you way, way ahead of the game. Okay, on to our third sign. Maybe there was a time when your thoughts were just trapped in the past, right? You were dwelling on regrets, missed chances, all those what ifs. But lately, you find yourself thinking about what's next. You're planning, you're dreaming again. Your energy is facing forward. This right here, this quote just captures it perfectly. It's about that powerful pivot from looking backward in regret to looking forward with purpose. The second your attention shifts from what you've lost to what you can build, that's it. You've already started rewriting your own story. So, we've talked about the inner game. Now let's look at how that growth starts showing up on the outside, in your actions, and in your relationships with other people. Sign number four is a game changer, a major milestone. You have learned the incredible power of the word no. You've gone from saying yes just to avoid disappointing people to truly understanding that your time, your energy, and your peace, they're valuable. They're resources that need protecting. And this evolution is it's key. We all kind of start out trying to please everyone. But then you have this realization that your time is incredibly valuable. And that leads to the final step. You start setting real boundaries. And this isn't about being rude or selfish. It's about knowing your worth and making space for the things that truly matter to you. Oof, this one can be tough, but wow, is it important. You've come to realize that not everyone deserves a seat at your table. You've started to distance yourself from those energy vampires, the drama addicts, and the people who just constantly drain you. It might have been really hard, but you did it for you. I love this reframe. Growth isn't always about adding things to your life. Sometimes it's about subtracting. It's about creating space. Every single time you walk away from something that no longer serves you, you're walking closer to the life you actually want. Okay, let's talk about resilience. Maybe life used to knock you down, and you'd stay down for weeks. You know, one small mistake could ruin your entire mood. But now, you bounce back faster. You might not even notice it day to day, but the way you recover from setbacks says everything about how strong you've become. So what is resilience, really? Well, it's not about never falling down. It's the art of getting back up without losing your sense of self. I want you to think back to something that would have absolutely broken you a year ago. Would you handle it differently today?
If the answer is yes, my friend, that is undeniable growth.
And that brings us to our final sign. This is maybe the most fundamental one of all. This is the engine that drives everything, the foundation of all growth. No matter how tough things have gotten, no matter how many times you've been knocked down, some part of you still believes that things can get better. You still wake up with that tiny spark inside that says, maybe, just maybe, today will be different. That's not naivety. That is profound strength. Hope is the fuel that keeps you moving forward.
And really, it all comes down to this one thing. You haven't given up on yourself. Your story is not over. As long as that one single spark of hope is still alive inside of you, I promise you, you are doing far, far better than you think. So let's just take a moment and bring this all together. Let's really look at how far you've come through this new lens. You have to understand, the ability to say no, to let go of comparing yourself to others, to bounce back from failure, these aren't just small emotional shifts. They are massive, hard-earned victories on your journey. You need to acknowledge them. You need to celebrate them. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Forget about everybody else for a moment. Just you. Think back to just 1 year ago. Look at who you were then and who you are now. How have you grown? I have a feeling the answer might just surprise you.